A man who spent 12 years in prison for a homicide and was a suspect in 2 killings since his release about 2 years ago was shot and killed by police in Redemption Sharps Wednesday night. Police shot and killed 35-year-old Romano Pompey, aka No Mercy, around 8:50 p.m. in his home village. Pompey was killed 3 hours after he allegedly shot and killed Zenroy Lee, aka Chucky, a 31-year-old vendor and national footballer of Murray's Village. In a press statement on Thursday, police said Pompey pointed a firearm at officers who opened fire on him. They said around 8:50 p.m. officers were conducting routine patrol in the area when they received credible information regarding the whereabouts of a suspect linked to a previous violent crime. The release said the suspect was identified as Pompey, who was wanted in connection with a shooting that occurred earlier that day. Police said a Glock 23 pistol and 13 rounds of ammunition were recovered from Pompey. No police officers were injured during the encounter, and police said the incident will be investigated by the appropriate authorities to ensure all actions taken were in accordance with law enforcement standards. In Murray's Village, residents were busy scrubbing Lee's blood from the roadside where he was killed when a barrage of gunfire rang out in Redemption Sharps, a neighboring community.
What's the light all over? What the light is all over the flashing? Watch out the body light lighting up in a zone over there.
Where?
Watch. Like flashlight you see by that corner house over there.
That more gunshot again?
The news broke shortly after that police had shot and killed Pompey. Eyewitness News was reliably informed that Pompey and Lee had gotten into an argument that became physical in Murray's Village. Lee is said to have gotten the better of Pompey, who left the scene and returned sometime later with a firearm and shot Lee several times, including multiple times in the head, killing him at the scene. Among the officers who responded to the shooting incident was Acting Assistant Commissioner of Police with responsibility for crime fighting, Trevor Buji-Bailey, and Head of the Criminal Investigations Department, Superintendent of Police Closton Francis. Outside the police cordon in Redemption Sharps Wednesday night, residents were mum about the shooting. One female, who is said to be a relative of Pompey, told Eyewitness News to ask the feds, in reference to police, about what had happened. Another female said that the officers had killed Pompey like a dog. Thursday morning offered Eyewitness News a better view of the area where Pompey died. He is said to have died in the back room of an abandoned construction site for a house. However, it was not clear where he was shot. If he was shot inside the building, the location brings into question claims by some people at the scene that officers had reloaded their weapons while shooting at Pompey. A group of people who was at the scene Thursday morning said they were Pompey's relatives but declined to comment about his death. Lee's family also declined to comment, saying they were in no frame of mind to do so. In November 2012, High Court Judge Justice Frederick Bruce Lyle sentenced Pompey and Jabari Charles to 20 years in prison in connection with the shooting death of fellow Redemption Sharps resident Ezron Els, aka Banks. However, the Court of Appeal reduced Pompey's sentence to 18 years and halved Charles's the following year. Pompey was released in July 2022 after 12 years in prison. Eyewitness News was reliably informed that Pompey was the main suspect in the killing of 33-year-old Brian Samuel, aka Guti, who was shot and killed in Redemption Sharps on May 25, 2023. Kenton Chance, Eyewitness News, Kingstown, St. Vincent.